especially with the nerfs to Maokai on this patch. You can go Demonic Leandri still if you want. You can still have that, you know, first strike, lots of damage coming out from the saplings, but it's not as strong as it was. It's not as powerful as it was, and the rest of their team is entirely physical damage. So
commit to free up the Sylas, but Marcoon knows it. He's matching it really well.
So Certus is going to path up towards this, try and get the saplings in there. Marcoon going in onto Larssen, flash away. Mawang now joins the fray as Larssen is low, down to 200 HP, ticking, but not quite enough. Marcoon has to flash away. Mawang now looking for another stun, gets it. Larssen flashes forward, but Mawang's already taking the kill. Marcoon's next on the menu. 2 to Koi in the mid lane.
They read the play, but Sylas Sejuani level 3 is so strong. Double melee means they can lock up a singular target. DOS finds Comp, no flash.
Comp really doesn't have anywhere to get out of this one. Flash forward from Exekick, and the SK bot lane is off to the...
He does bring a lot of pressure to lanes, right? Marcoon knows he's here, he's not farming, so SK, Certus then has to give up the push. And I think that looming threat is what Koi play off of.
Certus trying to dodge to the side, but he gets knocked up with the Arctic Sun. You just can't escape the looming threat that is Mawang called.
They have not really got a wave, it's just a gank really. He's not going to be able to hit the Q, but he can hit the slow.
And there's the root as well. We don't really need to hit the Q when Certus has nowhere to move. Mawang takes it again. A flail of the Northern Winds and support, plus the wave clear that you get from a Sivir with that ricochet. Like, how do you ever get that wave under tower and have the time to dive it?
Yeah, you're completely right. So there's the Dragon for Herald spotted on that pink on the invade. Marcoon is level 7, so in terms of experience, he's there, but now he's spotted coming through lane.
Just all in the bot lane. There's the Nature's Grass as well as they look to try and lock down Comp. No flash, has used the Ghost, but the Nature's Grass, oh, he dodges just between them. Depth Charge and the Featherstorm. 2 more ultimates invested towards this bottom lane. Trimpy here as well will be spotted on a ward. Marcoon, though, waiting for Comp. Goes in immediately. Nature's Grass going to try and knock him back with the Bramble Smash. The hook goes short as well and Comp's able to walk away. Mawang coming in alongside Larssen to ruin SK's day. 2 quick kills over to Koi. Dot's forced to walk back.
Push the wave. Let's just try to dive this guy. It's the only option we have.
Nature's Grass going in. Shigenda only halfway towards the Mega Gnar. Tries to get underneath the tower but can't get there quickly enough. The Cole, the Meek, will do exactly that as Irrelevant picks up his first kill of the game.
Something's better than nothing. Bot's just been completely abandoned now by Marcoon. He rinse and repeated, but he got counter-ganked on. And the bot lane is kind of
dead onto Larssen towards the top. Now Larssen has the depth charge and has a flash. Marcoon's isolated down towards the bottom side as Comp tries to join the fray. Nature's Grass coming out, but SK, they're just all over the shop. In the end, they are able to engage on Trimpy and find one. Meanwhile, Shigenda still pushes in the bot lane and gets the tower there. SK get 1 kill out of it and lose the tower.
First target you see, Xayah has to ult, you're going to have to back anyway and you lose tempo, right? So I think just going cross map is good. Does they don't really have a wave to play on? You can see Larssen pushed out all the way top. What would happen if they went towards Drake? Now they'll get mid-tier 1, they have no...
They might even... Pleasure goes between the uprights, but Certus is still not in a good position at all. TP coming out as SK look for a fight in the mid lane, but the tower's already fallen, and Mawang is still full. It's Mawang versus the world right now. Exekick tries to step forward. Comp immediately opens on him. Depth Charge going out as Comp's still knocked up. Marcoon coming in as well. The Glacier Prism's going to land. At the moment it's a 4v3. But they're just retreating, and the Ignite ticks, and Trimpy takes a kill. Larssen now looking for the flank. TP available.
Everything around it just fell apart. This is just going to be a home run for Koi, sorry.
Yeah, and we saw Vitality have a similar start.
Spoiler.
And sometimes these things happen, right? You know, SK, it's been a while since we have seen them in the group stage. Consistently, they've missed out on the bracket stage of the LEC. 8th, 10th, 5th through 13th. That's their score.
Yeah, they didn't finish 13th in the LEC.
Oh, yeah, I messed that one up, didn't I? Anyway,
that would be bad. Even I haven't done that.
Can you please say something?
They finished 9th. No, but now they finished 3rd. So they're a top 3 team in this series. Medic's losing it next week. Scott. This might have to be a solo cast. Yeah, they were a top 3 team.
Benny would have covered.
No, I can't control it. I'm sorry.
We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah, you're anyway, looking for a play. It is the Hail Mary for SK. Just look for something. Try to kill someone. Stop this siege.
Irrelevant trying to fight Shigenda down towards the bottom side, but Koi can just close in once again. Exekick coming in.
Ooh, a kill?
Shigenda? No, he survives. And Irrelevant. Yeah, there will be a kill, Cadril, just in the opposite direction.
Mawang is pushing on Sejuani.
Mawang is pushing top lane with the Baron buff. And SK retreat back towards their base once again. A member down, a player down right now, and perhaps a game down in this series as Koi will push in 2 waves. Shigenda TP up towards the top side. I mean, you can look for something, but what have you got? You've got no flash on DOS, you've got no depth charge. Larssen steals away the Nature's Grass just to force you away from your own base, and you can't even defend against the power of those roots.
Yeah, 3 names will go down. It's just a case of whether Koi just want to be greedy and stay in it now, or if they want to phase off these 3 names. Looks like they're being a bit greedy.
Yeah, Larssen pops a stopwatch, but Certus almost goes pop underneath the towers. The Baron buff continues, cannon minions pushing in, and SK cannot defend. Trimby tanks up a couple of tower shots, but that's all the damage he's going to take in this fight as the Nexus towers fall. And even with the roots coming back from that blade caller, SK might try and defend. DOS gets hooked up there. Certus going in as well. The Feather Storm being used, but once again, Koi just unkillable. You just can't kill him. Even at their own fountain, SK cannot find purchase in the game as Koi go 1-0.
A lot to think about there for SK. Their draft just didn't really have any luck.
Silas instead. Okay, no real surprises there. Silas Sejuani, we saw how strong it can be in game 1. Certus was very much put on an island in that mid lane, and he drowned very quickly on said island. However, this time SK have these 3 camps into gank. This is a time at which you have to be careful for it. So your bot lane will back away, and then after that time expires, like, well, Maoran can't be ganking anymore. He's doing a full clear where he's going up towards the top side. Execute though, flashing forward into the trap. Trimby has the flash, but that was beautiful from SK in the bot lane. The binding into the flash trap was enough to claim SK's first kill of the game. Irrelevant has to flash. Shigenda.
Larson has a mid push as well. So a bit of a quiet early game, no explosive fight that basically determines any of the lanes that kill.
Pretty even right now. Blasting one for Larson. Malrang. Oh no, man, he steals it away with a smite. Marcoon, the curse of the sad mummy, he's had enough of this. Malrang flashes and escapes.
No way.
Now the eye is sitting there. Larson's going in for the chase as well, flashing with the stolen curse of the sad mummy. The CC chain on Irrelevant is absolutely beautiful. Certus trading down towards the bottom side. DOS trying to join the fray, but this should be 2 kills. Over to Koi. Irrelevant tries to get away. Double flash from Koi to stop him. Certus tries to escape, but he will fall as well. And in the end, the stolen Herald and 2 kills over to Koi. Maharai to come across. However, Certus only has TP and it's 12 minutes on the clock, so that's not unleashed yet. Can you steal it back? Marcoon looking for it.
Doesn't even try.
The answer is no.
Yes.
I mean, he kind of armor as well. I think the magic damage on hit. I will check that in a second. DOS lands the light binding. Instead they turn on to Execute, who Gelfloss and flashes. DOS already dead, as you say.
Yeah. Parity of the game, barring maybe level 1 to 3 for the Azir. And so the game just innately becomes hard to play. Maybe a play top here.
Shigenda doesn't have flash. Bandit tossed forward. Shigenda trying to get away with the world ender, but Relevant on the chase. Q2. Curse of the sad mummy. In the end, SK will get...
Now, because now X-Kick's just gonna die.
Yep. I'm sorry, X-Kick. Not long for the rift, I'm afraid, as Larson chases him down. And X-Kick, even with the cleanse, is unable to... As the 100 gold that Marcoon was ahead has been nullified by Maoran once again. He's nullified the entire game. The bandage toss, but he's not underneath the tower. He can flash away. Certus looking for the trade. His second bandage toss, though, is enough, and Marcoon finds his first kill of the game.
These lane ganks topper.
Larson's kind of feeling himself a little bit this game. You know, it has been a bit of a quiet split for him, and he's had a couple of strong games. Obviously, bolstered a lot by towards the end. It was a little bit airy, but they still managed to secure the win in the end here. Koi.
And then they hold on to that lead for as long as possible. There comes Shigenda. Play onto Shigenda.
Underneath the tower. Unstoppable onslaught being used as well as they get Shigenda, but the TP's coming in. Maoran looking for the Glacial Prison. It's going to hit onto Certus. Larson joins the fray. Curse of the sad money. A possibility for the Emperor's Divide will separate them for the time being. Tidal Wave being popped. Decimating Smash dodged as Irrelevant will be sacrificed. Can the rest of SK get out? Certus dodging to the side of the Emperor's Prison. Flash ult from Larson! And you called it casual! Larson read your mind, and he read the minds of SK as he takes down 2.
Really quick response. They have teleport on Larson. They have mid push into bot. It's quick, it's easy, and this is what happens when you overcommit numbers in one lane. The others can collapse so quickly, and even if they don't, they'll just take towers, right? Good play from Larson. I thought he would flash ult earlier as Certus was trying to escape near the tower, but decided he could ever acquire.
It's a sad Mumu. It's a sad Mumu.
Isn't there like a Valentine's Day Mumu skin where he's like a lone, sad, really got good face check set up? Larson on a blue orb. I don't think he realized that for a second.
Larson knocked back, steals away the Emperor's Divide. DOS with the flash, but the light binding didn't connect. Emperor's Divide away. Larson trying to escape. Glacial Prison being used as well, and Larson's still alive! In the end, shut down by DOS.
A little bit, but the Dragon's already started up. Marcoon needs to look for the steal. The Crab's there, but he'll get pushed into Larson. 7k HP. They have got Lux E in the pit, so they can see the health of the Dragon. A little bit of chunk onto Larson. We can see the damage from the Azir. Just Malrank hitting this.
Just Leroy Jenkins it. Irrelevant. You got to charge.
Shigenda's waiting. He's waiting for them to commit so he can flank.
5,000 HP on it. Maoran goes in. Glacial Prison hits. Shigenda not there in time. Marcoon was locked up. Irrelevant charges in. There's the bandage shots as well. Irrelevant able to survive, but Larson gets out as well. And now Shigenda's on the back line. Irrelevant already down. Certus slides in. Perhaps this is what SK were looking for. more, but a double from Shigenda. The World Ender's doing exactly that. DOS takes one in response. Shigenda will fall Marcoon with nuts. Bandage shots once again. SK flashes, but there's no vision in the bush. They don't have the wards to spot out Comp, but their prize for the fight, where they will be the dragon. Malrang flashes in. Now they don't see anyone on the map. He'll back
needs to be
away.
really careful. He has no flash. I don't know why he's
Glacial
here.
Prism hits. Marcoon was looking for the crab, but that crab greediness might spell SK's doom. He doesn't even secure the scuttle.
He walked on a trap there, lost about 60% of his health in just one auto attack. Koi are really strong, but they don't have that much. Walk in, so they may as well go towards Nash. It's not like us giving them a second dragon's going to hurt, and SK realize that now, so they've left.
Lands the bandage shots. Comp though, Mikhail's away from it. Second bandage shots coming in. Irrelevant trying to get into the backline. Glacial Prism flashed away, and now Irrelevant's in the midst of three. The Empress of Ice Sanders was locked up for a second there. Didn't have time to get the ultimate off. He was CC'd by something. I didn't quite see what it was. Koi though were able to pick up one kill. And now what do they have to go on the chase? Irrelevant being forced away, like binding just wide. Larson has the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Could just use it here to make sure this Scion does go down.
No flash.
Another stun being used as Larson holds onto his ultimate. Irrelevant turns it back around. Decimating Smash will keep Larson in place, but Irrelevant will fall. And the Ocean Soul very much on the menu here. Ace in the hole from X.
Really tanky.
Yeah.
Koi needs to get the Dominix onto Comp ASAP so he can start shredding through that. Maybe a Void Staff on Larson. Maybe, and they know it.
And they know it, which is very odd in my estimations. But they look for the damage on Comp. They can't quite take him out. Ace in the hole's going to be blocked. Malrang stands in the way. Shigenda TP's in. Unstoppable onslaught. They're just trying to kill off Comp. But the Lucian is dashing and dodging and dipping and weaving away from everything that SK can throw at him today. Truly an episode of dodgeball for Comp. And he's coming out on top once again. The Aqua Prism will stop the decimating smash. Larson comes in from the side to clean up the kill. But no matter what you throw at this Koi bot lane, they're just unkillable.
Irrelevant takes so long to melt through. Even Comp with 5 items takes ages. This Scion only has 2.5. The ultimate they have is Larson with the Azir ult. Marcoon has vision with the Luxie. He knows exactly what the health bar is. Koi on stopping him. He can look for this if he wants to.
Koi are holding it. 2,500. They don't know how low it is now. They do. The Luxie goes in once again. Shigenda's in the mid wave. He's looking for the flank, but Marcoon could just go in. What's going on? Set! Koi held it for ages for them. However, Certus will fall and Shigenda tries to get onto the back. That's 2 kills over to Koi. SK trying to run for the hills, trying to escape. Shigenda's still on the chase. The World Ender has timed out that movement speed. Not there for him anymore. The slow from the Luxie, the binding as well. But perhaps DOS, even with the flash away, will be culled where he stands. Execute cleanses the Glacial Prism, so 2 Barons remain.
Shigenda left. He went towards mid-wave. Maybe he was trying to get towards level 16. Maybe he was looking for a flank, but no one was stopping the Amumu from walking up.
100 gold in the hole from it, but really more about denying it from Koi than anything else. They'll lose another tier 2 here to Shigenda, who is...
He's flanking, it looks like. Maybe if he can take an Amumu ult and then flash ult them, it'll be good.
I mean, it would be deadly. XK has no flash, no cleanse. Irrelevant now trying to get away from this one. He's rooted up, but instead they just go for the engage. They're trying to kill off Shigenda, and they will manage not to do that. Larson with an incredible flank. He waited for his opportune moment, and then he pounced. SK routed in the mid lane. Nothing they could do against the oncoming storm of Koi.
Fantastic flank from the Koi mid laner. A little bit shaky in towards the late game. It was really hard for them to find any objectives despite getting picks, but as a team they managed to pull it off.
And what do we return to form for Koi, back to the ways that won them 2022, and with a date against Vitality on Monday.
SK showing signs of life in this game too, towards the mid to late game.
With Larson.
Thank you very much, Medic. Larson, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on the best of 3 win. Now, of course, did you expect this particular best of 3 to go 2-0?
No, I definitely expected more of a fight. Especially like when we scrimmed this K, we kind of didn't win a game like a few weeks ago.
You didn't win a single game?
No, we actually didn't win a single game, yeah, like when we scrimmed them like a few weeks ago. So they've been a hard opponent for us, but I think we played like really good today. And yeah, I don't know, it seems like regular season Koi or old Rogue is like gone, but playoffs Koi is like now here.
So you got the buff activated right now that you're moving towards playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, before it was the opposite, right? But it feels really good to like go into playoffs without like too much pressure. Like before, you often come like first place and there's like all expectations, but now it's kind of like people don't expect too much, and then it goes well.
So did you think that this was SK underperforming, or did you guys perform to your best standards?
I would definitely perform to very high standards, like close to the Malmo like heights. not really there, of course, because it's different environment. But I definitely think they played very well. But also felt like they were definitely not the SK that I'm used to know at this point.
And going back to you, Larsen, everyone says this is a Larsen-esque meta. Azirs, Victors in the mid lane, your bread and butter, right? You picked Sylas today. Absolutely insane performance. Was it something that you guys have been practicing, particularly Sylas, like behind the scenes?
I mean, I always play Sylas. It's not like something new, even though, I mean, they don't, like most people say that they don't play like melee champs or they only play mages, but I play like anything, and Sylas Sejuani is like especially very strong, and it was just really fun to play today. And
it looked like it, especially your KDA was shining and your flanks in these team fights. Now, Koi didn't really persuade a lot of the people, as you mentioned as well, towards the regular season. Now that you guys got into these playoffs, do you think that you were able to develop a lot of the things that went wrong during the first 3 weeks?
Yeah, definitely, especially like our scrim environment was way better this week, and I guess that showed on stage. Our environment was like really good this week, and I mean that shows, right? So yeah, that's kind of the biggest point, that we just try harder a bit more in scrims, I guess.
And how's the atmosphere behind the scenes now that the scrims went a bit better?
Yeah, I mean it was pretty rough to start the split. Like the team environment was like could be better, but I feel like since this week, since we qualified to the playoff stage, or however you call it, group stage, that everyone was like a bit more motivated, because it's like more fun to play best of threes and best of fives. So yeah.
Glad that you're enjoying it, and talking, of course, about the team atmosphere. Trimby is one of your shot callers in the team as well. How has the mood been going there with him shot calling? Have you seen any development or evolvement coming in from Trimby?
No, it's just a good old same Trimby. He's a beast. So I mean, yeah, so it's been very good. So it's nothing new.
Okay, in that sense, not flame. If you could flame a little bit, he's on PGL. What would you tell him? Just a little bit.
I'm not sure, maybe die 2v2 less, that's it, yeah.
All right, and Trimby, please try and die 2v2 less. Over to you, Laura, for PGL. Thank you very much, Larsen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Trouble. Welcome to the LEC post-game lobby, where I'm joined by Goldberg and Trimby. Trimby, thank you so much. Congrats on taking down SK today. You couldn't hear, but Larsen just said, jokingly of course, that the only advice he can give you is maybe try to die less in 2v2 situation. What do you have to say to this?
And from what I remember on the before the first game, right, when the camera came, there was like a script, right, of what is supposed to be said, and it was written that they were like, wait, I don't remember the word, but it was like something like Goomba stomp. Like an A bottle was like Goomba stomping, toy bottling, or something like this. I don't remember exactly the name, because the first time I heard steamrolled, I think steamrolled, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess maybe it will happen again. Sadly, I think this time around, I don't think it's fair to say that we're killing them 2v2, because obviously Marang was around always. So, but yeah, I think that today was like for sure a better showing from us, and especially individually. Maybe first game was like a bit shaky, but was good. I think overall was good.
Yeah, we were chatting a bit about it. Like, how good does it feel having Malrang just around that bot line all the time?
Oh yeah, you can see it here.
To be there too, like.
That's what you were referring to.
Yeah, because like I was just reading the script. This was so fun. Like I was laughing.
What? Hold up! Wait a minute.
They're just steamrolling on us.
That's amazing.
But it is what it is, right? And yeah, I mean, when it comes to Marang, right? Coming back to your question, it's like, yeah, Marang is always there when you need him. Maybe if you don't need him, he might be still there. Like that's just how he is, and he does really good job overall. Like I feel like he's like the jungler that you cannot truly predict at the end of the day, and he chooses a lot of different options depending on what is the game state, and it just helps you so much. But I think also, I think today we played better, at least second game, I feel like we played way better laning phase than enemies, so it's also, it's not it's so hard for an enemy team to also predict what Marang can do, because like he gets more options, right? Due to that as well, because that's also like kind of laner diff at some point. But today I think SK played really fine. I think like it was just Marang running around.
That's interesting because, and of course respectfully, but I would not agree on the fact that Goldberg, I didn't see the SK I was expecting to. Game 1 was really specific because of draft and such the things that we discussed on the desk. And then second game, it was more like an individual and team showing that was just not there to the level that I was expecting at least.
I mean, I have no idea what may have caused it, right? There's different theories. You can all